Right then guys, so today I've come out to show you how to do time lapses. I'm currently doing one at the moment with Dan's car. Uh, Dan's car's here. And my laptop and camera are down there, getting everything ready to, it's doing the photos in the minute. Basically, a lot of camera software comes with the option to plug it into like a computer and control the camera through the computer. Now with the MacBook, it took me a while to get the software for the camera. I couldn't find it. I've got it for Windows. But my camera is a Canon EOS 500D, which is quite an old camera now. But the software is still available. So I've got it plugged into the MacBook, and I'm doing a time-lapse shot of Dan's car with the clouds moving in the background. I've set it up to do 125 shots, taking one shot every 5 seconds. And that should render into about 5 seconds worth of footage. I'm going to do 25 frames a second. So I think cinema standard's 24 frames per second. I'm doing 25. A lot of cameras you use shoot at like 30 frames a second. 24's alright, 25's not bad. So we're doing 25 frames a second on this video. So we'll just wait for this to finish up. It's done about halfway through now, I think. Oh, going past. Yeah, it's about, well, let's double check. It was more than halfway through. It's done 100 shots so far. It's got 25 left to go. And we'll see how it turns out once it's done. We'll get it, what I'll do is, I'll wait for this to finish and get it up on Photoshop and show you how to convert it into a time-lapse. Right then guys, so basically what I've done here, I'll just move this over out of the way a bit. There we go. Right, what I've done is I've took the images, loaded them into Photoshop Camera Raw, took all the raw files anyway, and basically selected them all and gone through them all one by, well, I made the edits I want on the right panel here. Adjust the exposure, contrast, highlight, shadows, etc. You can like play around with these settings, see what you fancy. I mean, I like the clarity to be really high, just gives it a bit more depth. Vibrance, obviously, it does look nice with it full, but it's a bit too much, so I like to keep it around about the 50 mark. Saturation, I mean, you could go for like next to none and give it more desaturated look, but again, I mean, I don't know, I think it was at 50, I think I'll take it down to about 10. Blacks and whites, blacks, obviously we want the blacks to be sort of brighter so that it looks a lot nicer. It's a black car, so we don't want it to look too non-reflective. Whites, so we bring that up, it like blows the sky out, so we want that right down. Same with the highlights, if we bring that right up, it blows the sky out, so we want that right down. Shadows, I've got just really bright, but obviously we can adjust that. Obviously, I think we do want it quite high. It doesn't have to be at 100, but around that area. Contrasts, obviously, again, I like the contrast to be quite high, so we'll leave that about 8. And the exposure, obviously, that just increases the brightness on the whole photo. So I've not really put that up much. Put it to plus 0.3, and now we can click save image. Make sure I've got all selected again. Save images. Let's save them as JPEGs. Now this is the location. Let's create a new folder so we don't mix them all up. So we want new folder, and we'll call it JPEG. Select that folder, and we'll scroll down. Phone's busy. You can set the quality, high, medium, low, whatever. I'll set it to high, I don't need it maximum. So we'll click save, and that will basically just go through all the images. You can see down it says 124 remaining, and save them all. We'll let that do its thing, and then we'll come back to it once it's done. Right, so now that that's finished doing what it's doing, it's saved all the images, and click done. Hopefully this doesn't try and open them all up. No, it doesn't, thank goodness for that. So we'll close Photoshop and we'll head to Adobe Creative Cloud and open up Premiere Pro. Right, so now we're open Premiere Pro. Let's go to New Project and change the folder location because I don't want it on the hard drive, I want it on my G drive. I've already set up a folder for this called Car Time-lapse. We'll choose that folder and we'll name it time-lapse and OK. Now what we want to do is import media. So what I want to do is go to File, Import, and then I want to find the location of my files. Right, I'm back. Sorry, it took me a while to find the location I'd saved them. So here we are. We've got the first picture. Now what I want to do is go to Options, make sure I select Image Sequence. Don't want to select all the images. I want to just select the first one. Import that, and that will import all the files into one long time-lapse video. So if we drag that, is that right? No, that's not right. Something not right there. Import. There we go. So we've imported the image sequence. So if I drag that across here, we'll see it'll play through the whole time lapse. Now, what I've done is the images are rather large images. They're not suitable for the aspect ratio on them is 4:3, and I want them to be the video to be HD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Sequence Settings, and I'm going to select this to 1080p, and just select OK. Let's OK that. Now, as you can see, it's way too zoomed in, and that's not what I want. So I'm going to bring the scale down here, down to about 40. No, yeah, 41 there. Now it's still not perfectly framed, so I'm just going to adjust this anchor point, not that one. That was to go left to right. Adjust this one up and down. So there we go. Move the car up into the frame a bit, and go back to the start and press play. And it's a bit jumpy, but it gets there in the end. Now, how I can counter that is put an out point there, back, stick an in point, and just go to Sequence, Render into Out. That will render all the frames in the video and make it run a lot more smoothly. So I'll wait for that to finish. And now, as it plays through, you can see it plays a lot more smoothly. So what I can do now is just save that, save the project, and then I want to go to Export, Media, and then I can just leave all the settings as they are and choose to, in fact I'm going to change the name just to time-lapse, and I don't want to save that, I want to save it to my G drive. Car time-lapse, that's the folder in my G drive. So we'll save it there and click save. and click export. And then once that's gone through, I'll play the completed video, and then I'll go back to FaceTime and finish up. Right then guys, so that was it. That was our time-lapse shot of Dan's car. So thanks Dan for letting us use your car for this video. I would have used my own, but there's a few chips and stuff. It looked as good. So cheers for letting us use your car, Dan, and cheers for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, and if you disliked it, you can hit the dislike button. I'd rather you didn't, but it's up to you, isn't it? So cheers for watching, and I shall see you again soon, hopefully same time next week. I might do one before then, but if not, then same time next week. So cheers for watching, and I'll see you then.